Hi guys, so today this is going to be part 2. I'm gonna do a Beyonce on my haters. I'm doing a Beyonce. I'm pulling off a Beyonce on my haters. This is part 2. I'm tired of the nonsense. I'm tired of the disrespect. But honestly, the more you hate on me, the more my haters hate on me, the more you make me famous. And mind you, I'm famous for the right reason. I'm famous because I mind my business. I'm famous because I am that girl. I'm famous because your man wants me. I'm famous because I am that it girl that you want to be but you can't be. That's why I'm famous. The more you hate on me, the more I become famous. Like, you would think that I'm famous because I took a girl's man or because I broke a family relationship with a woman. I broke a family relationship or whatever. Or I broke someone's relationship, I took their man. Or I'm dating a specific rich person. You would think that, right? But I'm famous. People talk about me. People don't talk about who I'm associated with. People don't talk about someone that knows me. They talk about me. They talk about me. Hate me or disrespect me or love me, you talk about me. Because I got it popping. I got it going on like that. I am that girl. You want to know how I know I'm that girl? Every time I say what I say, every time I post my content, every time I speak my mind, every time I say what I say, every time I claim what I am, and I'm proud of it, my culture, my ethnicity, my nationality, people want to make it sound like it's negative. That's how I know I'm that girl. I don't gotta date a person. I don't gotta associate myself with people or drama or BS to be talked about. People talk about me. I ain't gotta tell people to talk about me. They just talk about me. Because I am that girl. I mind my business. Hate me, love me. I'm the topic of the conversation. So I'm gonna do a Beyonce on my haters. I'm not going back and forth with people that try to make me mad. I'm not going back and forth with people that disrespect me in the comment section for no reason. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm getting my exotical tags, strike a pose. I am that girl. I am that girl. The more you hate on me, the more you make me famous. And what my haters don't know, every time you hate on me, every time you disrespect me for no reason, every time you do that, every time you say something disrespectful and mean to me, you know what happens? I level up, I become successful, and I become famous. Why? Because I'm not a trash person. Why? Because I'm on my business. Why? Because I don't get intimidated. I don't feel insecure or jealous when I see a girl has her own stuff going on for herself. But you do. That's why you stagnant. That's why you don't got a business going on for yourself. That's why. That's why you hate him. But I do a Beyonce on my haters now. I decide and choose when I respond to people. It's going to be on my time, my lane, my time. When I feel like it, I'm responding. If I see you a peasant, you ain't on my level, I'm not responding. I'm not going back and forth with people that don't want to understand where I'm coming from, that don't want to understand the way that I'm like that don't want to understand my talking point of view, but they want to only listen to what's in their heads. I'm not going back and forth with a person that's hard-headed, that only want to think about what they're thinking about and they don't care about what the other person is saying. Do I always have to defend myself? Every time I claim what I am, every time I'm proud of me, every time I'm confident, every time I try to love myself, people try to make it sound negative. Why? Because you have a problem. You insecure, you jealous. That's it. That's why. That's the reason. That's the reason. Because I'm on my business. I'm unproblematic, for real. I'm on my business. So I'm doing a Beyonce on my haters. This is part 2. I'm doing a Beyonce on my haters. You're going to talk that trash. The more you talk trash, the more I got a lot of things to say. That's what a lot of people don't know. Keep talking that trash, and I'm going to have more things to say. But the things that I say are facts. They're true. Can nobody say I don't got no haters? Can nobody say I don't get the disrespect? Just look at my comment section. Not all the time, but most of the time, look at my comment section. Yeah. Some of you acting like I took things out of my ass and made it up. I didn't. So I'm a classy girl. I'm feminine. And I'm doing a Beyonce on my haters. I'm doing a Beyonce on my haters. If you think I'm gonna go back and forth with you, you must be dreaming. Not even in your dreams. I might be meaner than he came if you disrespect me. That's an option. If you're rude to me, I can be rude back. Because all I do is mind my business and I claim who I am and I'm proud of who I am and I'm proud of my culture, my ethnicity, my nationality. Why is that a problem to you? Why do you find that as a problem? Because you're the problem. And if you have a problem that I'm minding my business, that is not my problem. That is not my problem. That is not my problem. Haters talking shit. Bitches talking, that's not my problem. That's not my problem. That is not my problem. Haters talking shit. Yeah, that's not my problem. Strike a pose. Imagine being a villain just for being confident. Damn, that's crazy. I should sell merchandise now, baby. I should sell merchandise. You don't know, the more you hate on me, the more I become famous. And I know I'm that girl. That's why you hate. That's why you always say something disrespectful every time I say something. The more trash you talk about me, the more I become famous. Congratulations, you played yourself. I'm doing a Beyonce. I'm no longer responding to the haters. I'm no longer responding to the peasants. And when I do respond to people that hate on me for no reason, the trolls, T-R-O-L-L, the trolls, the elves living under a bridge. When I do respond to them gremlins, to them trolls, to them haters, it's on my time. It's when I feel like it. So a B gonna be arguing with herself when she talking that trash about me. Because I'm a classy girl. I'm an exotical tax. I'm getting my exotical tax like Beyonce. I'm putting a Beyonce on my haters. A Beyonce. You should be grateful when I respond to you. Because, you know, my time, my energy is very valuable. I got things to do. I got a business to do. I got an empire to lift, to make, to shape. I got a castle to build and decorate. I don't got time to go back and forth and prove who I am to a bunch of haters, to people that already have a negative thought or a negative opinion and thoughts in their heads about me. A lot of people, they don't want to hear my side of the story. They don't want to hear my talking points. They just want to hear what they want to hear in their heads. They just listen to their own thoughts and opinions. They don't care about other people. I claim who I am. I'm proud of it. I claim my nationality, my ethnicity. So why is there a debate on what I am? You're not me. You're not in my family to know exactly what I am. Straight up. So I'm doing a Beyonce on my haters. Okay, you want to have negative thoughts in your head, negative opinions? Keep it to yourself. It's that simple. But whatever, I don't care. I'm not going back and forth with my haters, with people that have something rude to say. You're rude, that's not my problem. You make assumptions out of me, you make assumptions, weird assumptions about me that are not true. That is not my problem. If you think I'm stuck up, that's not my problem. And yes, I can take your man if I want to, period. Yeah, because you can't be a girl's girl if you're hating on the girl. You can't be a girl's girl if you're hating on this girl. The it girl, the goddess. The queen of the whole entire planet, period. So I said what I said. I'm doing a Beyonce. I'm no longer going back and forth with my haters. I'm done with that. I'm responding when I want to respond. So comment down below what you think about this. And comment down below if I should respond to my haters. Because honestly, the more you hate on me, the more things I gotta talk about. The more things I have to say, the more you hate on me. So you're making me famous. Thank you for making me famous. I was already famous, by the way, but I'm famous for the good reasons. I'm famous because I mind my business. I'm famous because I don't let people dictate my self-esteem. I don't let people dictate the way I see myself, because I have the right, I have the choice, and it's in my power to see myself the way I see myself because I am me. Period.